tendency we note throughout the entire series. Bad News Eagles love pushing for information, trying to get the drop on their opponent.
Synopsy, oh, he just found Bubble. The first kill goes his way, makes it look easy. GXX still living on the back of the site, but it's living on a lease, and that lease runs out. Dreamer now waiting for the players up heaven to press forward. He's got the first, can't make it to Rainwaker all alone now. 2 players of his own to deal with, heading back to ramp to try and make his way down to the lower bomb site. Is he going to be aware of Rainwaker? I mean, he should be able to spot him out, but a single miss shot could just make this go the other way. Yeah, okay, never mind. Rainwaker will be able to see him. Bomb plant should be guaranteed if nothing else. There is no grenade. There's nothing of the sort. So Rainwaker now in a one-on-one gets the first, makes it 2! That's what I'm talking about. This guy, the role he plays on this team is just... was able to punish that one, but seems like he shouldn't have been able to, and now certainly not. Surely they don't clear Juan Flacho at this stage. Surely. He's even moved into a closer angle. Now it should be a double freebie. First kill spotted, second kill spotted. He's just hunting, slows down a little bit, but he's able to drop the bomb, retreat back, pick up a Galil, and reface out. The problem is Ships' AK. It's still a bit too much firepower. Even so, man, if Raygon's able to get that first kill, could have been an entirely different round here.
Absolutely. Difficulty now for the CTs is that they didn't really take too much control while all that action was happening outside. Scenario still worried about the heaven flank as well. You could see Bubble lurking by the wayside, jumping up, trying to wrap this A-bomb site. Scenario has an opportunity. They were flashed up, but the Mag 7 jumping up through the vents gets nothing.
On that, running out around that 30-second mark. Nade doesn't do too much. Oh wait, Bubble's the one nearby. Never mind, you're right. Big damage. Flashbang avoided. Synopsy's in position, gets himself the double. Regon now continues in, and not a single casualty. Wow. Slightly different set of wall, it seems like it. Rainwaker, meanwhile, a little bit lost, but he's still able to get down. Bubble, a 1-for-1 trade that he's more than happy with. The Mac 10 finding that kill is excellent. Synopsy, however, finding Rainwaker somehow even more so.
They have cross secret, but with a watchful eye, just walk straight into him, and Synopsy gets 3. Great presence of mind. Followed this player down the vents. It's the options are fairly limited. Just about running one player down if they can. Rigon seems to be the target.
They've got no flash over here. Rigon should be able to make that work of trade, but the tricky movement actually puts him out, so he's only good for the first. Chip's almost getting a fadeaway as well, but the drive-by not working out this time. Instead, he's forced to go for a second.
Okay.
Some great damage, and actually Rainwaker with the op now picked up. Hesitation about this. Molotov down as well. Scenario's going to be not quite caught out by that one, so he can just peek in and... Scenario.
No
there are no Molotovs to clear him out, and as he peeks forward, he can just buy space all over the place. Flashbang out, wallbangs dodge, Regon here to provide more support as well, and as he drops down, it is Scenari to finish up. 4-3, the lead secured the pistol round, although it may have given SKADE and the question is, are they going to start to aggress forward and outside, try and get even more space than they've already been given? Yeah, but now, Flash is going out. It's going to be a fast take onto A. They're not prepared, though, for Synopsy in the back line. Chips will find him. Scenari on top of the silos gets 2. And now dropping down has a much more defensible position. Wants to go aggressive anyway. Buy some more space for GXX to come in onto the site. He's got 2. Beautiful frags. Denislaw to finally punish, but man... Speaking into Rigon, could just get one kill and back off over there. And whenever he goes outside, there's no one there. Synopsy, however, he's always there at the party, Michael. He's always getting involved, and he's come through with 2. GXX covers him on the 3rd, and that means that everyone outside, well, they've been sent home.
That's one of those moments where I think teammates might have been a little upset that Ships has let him get as much impact from that sitting in here. I think it's being used to the map. I think the familiarity seems to be there.
Maybe I mean more like quick. As a sort of team where you know, oh, wait for this one before you rotate, and etc. etc. GXX though, first one to be taken out of here. Bubble's got a big advantage. Scenario as well, completely blinded, will be forced back, but Rainwick is already traded elsewhere. Regon adds another before being traded. The bomb's been dropped because of Regon though, and now Dreamer out in the open has to do it all. Good for 2, but does he know Scenario's behind him? Now he does. Last man left, and Scenari, okay, he's just Mr. Consistent. Honestly, splitting up, and Rainwaker is going to be there on the late lurk. His activation is crucial. Synopsy taken down. Dreamer, very sharp entry into the bomb site itself. Flashbang in. Remember, Raygon's still here, and you do have GXX looking to rotate in from behind, but that's also what Rainwaker is doing. Can Raygon find any of these players? Nope, not quite. Rainwaker can just clear this one out from the back, and this should be a bomb plant and an excellent position to be in. CT money is great though, so they don't need to save. They can just throw bodies at them.
GXX is going to have too much impact. Scenario making some presence known over towards ramp. They threw a Molotov to float that direction. Oh, quick flick there from GXX. Had barely a pixel to see, but switches out weapons.
Not like that. Scenario is going to be able to find another one as well. If GXX had kept his hand on the AWP, that could have worked out for him, but Scenario now maybe not going to be expected to go for the full defuse. And Dreamer, you're right, he's taking too long. Coming around the corner, BNE will take it home. Dreamer, 4 kills, but you can see the frustration is on another level right now. Ships as well is in a lot of trouble as he's gone onto the bomb site, leaving behind the rest of his teams to die, and he will be joining them. Dreamer, sorry to break it to you, but you're all alone, and it's about to be 12-3. Oh, 2 kills though, maybe. Never mind.
Only for just a second you started to believe.
Importance of this, and the fact that Chips goes down early is going to be a big problem. Raygon as well, just continuing to peek outside, wanting to take these long-range duels, purely relying on his raw skill. And he is delivering. Dreamer fully blinded up, a flash in his face. So far, the T-side has yet to take a single point of damage.
Oh, why not? Why not just give it to him? 4 kills for Raygon, just picking apart the setup there from SKADE to reposition the crosshair, but he does lack armor, so... Chips, Deeg, nothing.
Just missing that sharpness. You can see it over here. Synopsy as well, peeking out. Dennislow was even trained for that. Oh, man.
Yeah, let's just think about the second map. I'm willing to put this one behind us, because SKADE are getting pummeled.
I need a parental advisory for this one. AC's blind as can be.
Loud about leaving as well, so they're taking this space.
Really threatening this one out. Dennislow is going to be trying to come out in the open. He's just gone, though. And so is Ships. At least he's able to find 2 initially, so it's still a 3-on-3. But back to the A-bomb site they go. At least that's what they're indicating right now. And that could be changed up soon. SKADE have got 2 players here. On a flash down to there as well. And now the call's sort of been made. They're sticking over to A, but you're not expecting bubble there. The bomb's been dropped, and so has GXX. SKADE will find their first round in 15.
Good job.
Watch out deep towards the outside. Feel like he doesn't need our shout out. Chips and Dennislow both finding a kill apiece. Rainwaker also adds another to it. GXX and 1Flatcher will still keep the round competitive though, and as Bubble reveals his position, he'll be forced back quickly. Step slower, and GXX might have actually just found him. Now though, the off angle is what finds 1Flatcher.
Yeah, and the flank that's there from Dreamer as well prevents GXX from making a move. Be careful, Bubble's already on the decon.
Synopsy is going to be able to overrun him. Bubble's not expecting the player down from vents. And now with this, they've got the lower bomb site. Synopsy continues to threaten, but Rainwaker trades him out so fast to the head. Unfortunately for him, Raygon's no different, and 1Flatcher is actually going to fall. Dennislow gets the quick scope in time, and Chips' rotation is good. He's down in decon, and GXX now running up for the op to peak. He's ready for it. Back to a 2-on-2. Scenari intercepts Dreamer and can get the bomb plant.
Oh, GXX does get found on the lower site though, so it's a run over to A here for Ships, but...
I think he's found Ships. No, Ships sees the shadow. It was giving up the jig, but Scenari might still be able to win this one out if he just turns here in time. No, not quite, and Chips is going to be hightailing it back to the bomb, and he's going to get there in the nick of time as well. Dennislow. Nice. Oh, he's got another one on top of it. Scenari does trade and keeps it under control, but man,
Synopsy, I don't think he'll read this. Rainwaker, perfect timing.
Really well played. Scenario and GXX as well, just line up for bubble.
Mini, so there's at least one there. Does he expect two?
One gets a freebie. Bubbles been torn in their side. Chips as well down low, but not brought down completely. A Molotov won't separate him from Death Scenario, however, can be traded perhaps because of it. So Synopsy gets another in the meanwhile, so it's still a 2-on-2, but with control over the bomb. Different circumstance very suddenly. GXX as well knows the position now that that smoke's been thrown, but does he know there's a second? Oh! Dreamer finds him mid-air. He was just spotting. He just wanted some info. Dreamer! Why you gotta go do him like that?
In on those rounds.
Flash has popped out. They're getting ready to initiate. Dreamer in the meanwhile just waiting. Flashbang will catch him out slightly, but Dreamer will be forced to readjust. It's not fast enough. 15 to 10 might be turning 16 soon. Recon getting that next kill. Denislaw won't be able to contribute at all. Rainwaker all alone. He's closed so many times, but with his HP low, the only advantage he has is that the bomb isn't planted yet. And even that's a bit of a losing advantage. Not going to be there for too long. Flashbang out as well. Bomb been planted. Moves into the molly. And the last tick. And Synopsy can put him down. BNE will find that first map. It's a long slog, but they'll be able to come through.
That's for sure. SKADE do spot out a bit of an A play here from BNE, but they've already got a lot of progress, making their way upstairs and getting themselves into triple. Rainwaker actually letting a lot of them pass, but GXX and Regon, they will find kills.
And Raygon's gone and done even better than that. An easy, clean round from BNE. Not quite as clean as they nuked the side. Deep jungle smoke to try and start moving through. Dreamer's not going to have any real sightlines, especially when GXX has killed him. Bubble good for one at the very least, but GXX somehow just for that as well. One Flashu yet to be dealt with, and looks like he might not be dealt with. Rainwaker found out it's GXX doing it all. Ship's the only one to frag, and Denislaw, as impressive as he has been, as many attempts as he might have over here, he needs two great shots. Both players low, so maybe a possibility, but not one that can be exploited. It's enough to put him down.
Happen the whole tournament, so I think we'll start now.
Yeah, I mean, a couple of kills maybe, yeah, but beyond that, what can you really hope for? GXX will be the second casualty of war. An AK not picked up. We did actually see one round very similar to this with 3 USPs, I believe. And Bubble might be giving them a run for their money over here.
BNE, but long-range fights, it's an AK or the USP, not exactly helpful. There is a flank coming, but don't know that's something that BNE will recognize.
Bomb's not being planted to actually cater to the flank. If Bubble had continued thunderfooting it forward, he might have been in an position to deny the bomb from even being planted. Now needs the ace clutch. Definitely in position for it. Synopsy moving into his crosshair, but he can just deny. Bubble's been able to call it to his team though. Top connector once again smoked out, and Rainwaker's been put out of his misery.
Oh, Bubble joins him. Death sentence in at triple, even with the smoke that's down. 5 players still up for BNE.
And it's lost it.
Just a quick reaction.
He's able to adjust for the one and makes it 2 as well. They're not quite prepared, and he's got a third. Right through triple. The penetration he was looking for earlier now finally connects, and it's a 2-on-2. Dreamer blocked off the Molotov to separate, and now, unfortunately for him, he's not able to find Synopsy. Reveals his position as well. And GXX is playing from inside sandwich. Not that Dreamer seems to be entirely sure about that. And rotation from Synopsy coming in for that defense. Won't be too easy. Flashbang in again. GXX knows exactly where that player is coming in from. Dreamer doesn't check it, and GXX is up close. Might even pull out the knife soon. Denislaw faked it out and now will be seen. He'll get a shot in, but will it matter? GXX is hopping all over the place. Again, a bomb tap and a quick scope will be good. Denislaw even looking for 5, but Synopsy is the immortal. Oh, there's 2 players on either side. A top mid smoke as well. Synopsy spraying inside. Denislaw traded, and Bubbles already ran away. The reload gives away sound cue. Synopsy knows he can go over the stairs, and he'd rather not. He would rather just face up into him. That's a bit of an overcommitment.
Hoping that they wouldn't be watching it, but boost up from Rigon will still decapitate another. Guillotined. 3-on-3.
Two of them over here in the A site. Dreamer's already revealed his position and getting a kill to do so. One Flatru now spotting out towards CT. It's a freebie, but it's one that helps Dreamer bait into a 2-on-1 now. Scenario. We talked about his clutches over in Nuke. Talked about him a fair bit, and right now the bomb's definitely been planted in the right position. No Molotov, ships on the other side in jungle. If he can get that first shot, it would have been nice, but ships too sharp. The good thing for them is they're so far apart on the B bomb site that Synopsy, unless he waits for so long that they come back together, he'll only be able to get one for free. Short's been cleared out and he can assert presence into market as well. Bubble scopes in, but it doesn't matter. Back to a 3-on-4, and now B&E are turning it to 2. Synopsy still committed, but it's one Fletcher who'll deliver.
Rainmaker does dwindle it down to just these two players, but GXX already holding the cross with the AWP. That one gap. You saw it get Ryan just looking for the right chance. They're walking up on him. Another crisp headshot.
These Eagles really coming out and being hella dangerous. Nade's good, but Regon doesn't clear it afterwards. GXX has to just completely manual it out with the Glock. 2 and 3, B actually been cracked open, so Synopsy, oh, this could be big. What an angle. That's beautiful.
Yeah, perfect as well. He heard the rotate over to B, so knew that they can only come from CT, if anything.
Oh, smoke down as well. He'll be using this one as a one, or at least threatening to do that. Rainwaker's going to be confused around it as well. He's moved Pross in the corner. Rainwaker's been able to intercept, and now GXX good for the scout out at the very least. There's no smoke on the other side of it, but they can just cover with the AWP. Problem is, and he actually find the kill. Flashbang out. AWP turns around. Diffuser's coming in. He's sticking it, and Denislaw to cover.
Good faith, good hold as well. Making sure to keep each other in check. You see how...
It's trained in. First shot missed, and now Scenari, at least he's been taken down by Dreamer. That additional firepower, but now they jumping all over the place. Ships has been forced onto a Deagle instead. Misses his first shot, can follow up with more. Regon revealed, but Regon traded. Denislaw and Bubble are over in time, and SKADE will find the fourth. Only ships to really deal with. Dreamer not in the best of positions to try and do too much more, but now that he's got off everyone in short, he can now turn back here. Dreamer gets one. Good damage onto the second as well. Shifts back to his trusty Deagle, while Denislaw has made his way over as well. B&E are going to have GXX save. 6-6. And so much of it goes back to those 2 rounds that I talked about earlier, Michael, that they give up, that looked like they're in a solid position to be able to fight for.
Yeah. Could have extended their lead. Instead, it led to SKADE finding a bit of openings. Instead, GXX is going to buy after time as well.
Into A. But the setup seems to be good for it. Molotov out as well as a few flashes. They know what's coming their way. The Eagles have Regon out in the open, but he's all alone, separated by a Molotov from the rest of his team, and Bubble will now reunite them in the grave. Rainwaker just sending more underground. This A-site hit has fallen apart. Synopsy and GXX unlikely candidates to try and save this round.
Not the read. Denislaw is locked in on this connector. Synopsy's been a nuisance on these flanks. Some of the lurking plays he's been able to pull off. Does get a little impatient though. Decides to full clear the bottom side of it and does bring the numbers even lower. But Dreamer's in a great spot to punish. Now just GXX that's alone.
You have to start expecting Dreamer to be in that ladder room area after he's been playing short so consistently. He's just not ready for it. And now GXX on the other side, made his way over. GXX knows Rainwaker has to be around Palace, but
doesn't have a player with him, so he is going to be on an island. Denislaw doesn't get there in time. It's only a 1-for-1, but it's trades galore. Dreamer as well off of short once again, finding an equalizer, and Rainwaker as well contributing. Bomb at the B bomb site steps, and Juan Flatro bringing that back to a 2v2. Synopsy's already gunning it for that bomb to see if they can
have head armor, so this is a fair fight for both players. Dreamer spotted out. Molotov's going to go towards the back of bench. Synopsy's already peeked out. Got one and damage onto the second. Both fights will be fair, but that grenade making it a little bit more frustrating. One Fletcher moving in from the side. Gets a shot in the head. B&E will not let SKADE get... Oh. fully blind, but Regon uncleared. Goodbye, guys. Regon only good for one, though, and Juanfrachu's missing all his shots from Ninja. Oh, no. He took stealth, but he didn't get any offensive power. Synopsy not able to deny the bomb. At least he's good for one, and Scenari comes in from this side as well. Now they can double up, and as they're pushing through, GXX is given the space to get one. Pushing right out, it's GXX going for it all on his own, though.
Looks in for mid, and one at window, one on short. They're trying to go quick with it, and Juan will go 1 for 1.
If Synopsy can get 2 kills here, that would be huge, especially with Regon having gone down. GXX is rotating over, but Synopsy peaks a little bit too soon. GXX wasn't there to support just quite yet. Bomb being planted, Dreamer to cover, no wall bangs to date. Oh, definitely a place where I start to wonder what BNE. I don't think it's safe to call them a momentum-based team, but I think it's safe to say the way they play on some of the individuals definitely looks a little bit different when they're, you know, sort of when they're trailblazing. I have to just wonder if we're gonna.
I just don't have cars. So,
Fair enough.
I wasn't going to continue that analogy for much longer. I know very little about the. Regon could have been immediately punished, but he actually moved in front of the molly. This guy's a madman.
I mean, that statement's definitely true. We've seen that come true from many different ways. The first kill is his already. Looking to use the smoke as a bit of a one-way as well, but just waiting for them to cross over. The bomb's been dropped as well. Madmen getting mad kills. That seems to be pretty damn evident. Bubble inside jungle, the last player left. He was supposed to be the hidden dagger, but Michael, I feel like the hidden dagger is not meant to turn into a giant guillotine of death onto 4 players, you know? Maybe, though. Oh, Regon's dead. Now he's got some space as well, but GXX, excellent adjustment. Take a slightly deeper angle, but as he backs off, Bubble's been given another freebie. Also, position reveal for a few more players. Nade's going to be tickling him, but he's still definitely got space to fight. Scenari, however, want to chuck it out at this stage.
Has no info. I mean, if he gets caught on a timing with a nade out, he's open.
Dreamer's got the 1 kill over here, but they know he's going over towards the B-bomb site because they've got the rotation. Scenari now just plays in from the back of B, and this is a freebie coming his way. Now just needs to buy a bit more time. Molotov's making his way over. Bubble will get the kill. Another molly, but it'll be a little bit late. GXX has moved out. It's detected and eliminated. Regon, only player who can make a difference, takes the first one for free. Doesn't bother too much with crosshair placement, but he might not be bothering with Ships' position either. Ships has moved on to the back of the bomb site, and Regon can't adjust Ships. Like he was right on the money. Denislaw will find him. Rainwaker can just walk right in onto the A bomb site as well. BNE have fallen apart, but maybe Juanfrachu can be the glue to put them back together.
Regon's going the long way around. Doesn't want to occupy the same space as well as Juan as he's trapped bottom connector. Tane, do some extra damage. Head. Uh-oh.
Now Ships might just be able to find another one for his troubles as well. Scenari, he's not had a great game so far. 6 and 16. You can see the problems really ramping up over here as well for him. That attempt at a save is suddenly turned into
Still considering it. Juan actually coming in on this flank as 2 holding for it, so he just gets clotheslined. That's that A1S out of the equation. GXX as well with the AWP off of short. Has to vacate rather swiftly, but he's still hanging around and actually wants to challenge this. He's going for it. 1-on-1 now as he pulls far more than you would have expected out of this equation. Still has to get on the defuse and doesn't have a kit. Trying to go for my God! Big shot! No! That cannot be!
He's gone and done it! He's only gone and done it! Oh my God!
Unreal.
Expect to get away with that shot. Misses out on what could have been his only chance, but a shot of a lifetime. And now, maybe that's a point of rejuvenation. Synopsy finds himself the first. One Flutter to spot out the connector push and the players in short. Denislaw gets a freebie though, and with this onto the B bomb site they go. Sceneri been a point of weakness, but as he crosses over the bench, Synopsy's been given space to find another, and now it's SKADE falling apart. Only Ships left. You've seen quite a lot of them so far, and Ships would not be his first attempt at a big one as we get there. Denislaw's been taken down. Recon so fast this time over. Denislaw's been going for the same peak so many times. It doesn't matter if it's traded out. It's an unrecoverable AWP, and it ships up inside the smoke. Now he might be able to find GXX, and indeed he has. In the chaos of it all, GXX didn't hear him boosting up, and Rainwaker with the second puts it into a 2-on-4. BNE towards the B bomb site. They're playing for the win here. They're playing for it all. Spots out the first, but doesn't have the HP to truly contest over here. But he can't throw away his gun either. He knows they're coming in for him. He finds the first one. Now the AWP can be switched out for. And look, that also means they can't chase for further kills. Oh no. Start bubble down and out. Synopsy, that smoke diffuses. He needed to find the kill. Rainwaker gets a follow-up as well. Rigon under Palace. How many moments of heroism have we seen come out from this position? But a molly, that's too early. He's peeking forward. He's getting nothing. They've been broken. They've been burnt. They've been chopped. And their chances of taking this round home have been finished off. SKADE will equalize. We're going to the third map. We're going to Inferno.
In Qualifier, make it through and sit and wait to see who they face. It's been back and forth, changing maps, exchanging faces, and having it come down to this third and final map in Inferno. We're already off to a quick start. P250's out for Ships, and he's got himself a double. There's been so many quick clutches, so many fast entries. SKADE now on this T side, finding their advantage so rapid. Bad news, Eagles on the back foot starting CT.
And Ships is going to try and continue this P250 domination that we have seen from pistol round to pistol round, be it in Rigon's hand or in his. Now, GXX trying to move into the middle, will find himself a double and the bomb right with it. All the attempts of Ships might have gone by in futility unless Rainwaker can find these quick kills. One Flutter is down and out. GXX has to make it 4. If there's ever been a master of the clutches on this team, it has to be him. Bomb dropped inside the smoke, spam chucked right away, but the jumping movement forward is going to allow them to turn around and smack him in the head. The 4K for Ships. He realizes where Bubble's playing in from. He tries to get close, and with the smoke dissipating, it's Scenari to really take it by storm. 2 kills found, but GXX rotation around it too nicely. Let's not forget the lack of Kevlar at any point in this. He needs his teammates to be coming in. Juan Fratru needs to deploy that flashbang, and even then, Juan Fratru is the one who's actually pushing it himself. GXX is down, and Juan will join him in the grave.
Seeing these quick buys and these quick moves to get that AWP out as soon as possible. You understand to a site, BNE will have no idea what's investigating middle, but that's an exposed angle. Dreamer catches him.
One Flutter was traded out as well, and those 2 players just couldn't rotate away. Both smokes chucked out by only 1 player. It
led to more disaster. Okay, know it. You know, the same way that BNE will have reads on
sort of ditch when you're trying to get a bit more cash out. One-way smoke to help him out. Rigon, that's so nicely placed, and he's going to be keeping it going. USB out, getting tricky with the movement. He's back in the game, baby, and he's going to keep on going for more. Sure.
Big kills. Unleash havoc on this B bomb site.
Oh, there goes Denislaw. I think it was Inferno as well, where we saw Ships initially get 30 in regulation as well. Not too sure about that. GXX might have an angle to work with. Synopsy boosted up. So tough to deal with him in that spot.
Important, but same with the Bad News Eagles. They need to think about their own cash. Don't go much further than this. Maker just shows where his hiding spot was.
That smoke's come out very early, and Molotov was still going on. Synopsy doubling up inside Coffin, actually, and they could just look to boost up behind it. That's exactly what's going on over here. Synopsy, however, drops down when he realizes he sees no one, knows he needs to go for a wider angle, or at least a repeat angle bubble drop. They're not expecting that, and with this M4A1 here, he can just spray them down through the cardboard. That Coffin is not made of the sturdiest of materials.
That is so cute. That is such a cute read on what's going on. As soon as that Coffin smokes down, it's almost like a false positive. thinking that they've sectioned this guy off.
You can only go to second mid safely at this stage, and with a minute left, that's not what you want to be in position to fight for.
Spamming the whole damn clip, and Dennyslaw's going to spam right back just as Synopsy was trying to escape. They got another pick as well. Simultaneously, following that guy bottom B, Juan will at least be able to claw one back, but they realize that it's a weakened bomb site. Scenari's under pressure.
There is a Molotov available. Where is it going to go? It goes into secret instead. So Scenari, he just has to play for time. He just has to play for picks, wait for his teammates to come right in, and the bomb, it's been dropped. Scenari, however, it's a response skill onto him immediately. He took too long. They can react to it now. And GXX's demise is going to spell out. Juan Fletcher, in the meanwhile, goes into the apartment. He wants to stick close to GXX. I can see why. Regon, however, is a trade. And this is GXX just falling. What? He was holding that for so long. That exact angle.
They just got owned.
Not the first time we've seen that happen to him. Denislaw was generally the one to send it over on Mirage, but that's an offie up. Now Rainwaker, he is coming in and taking control. This opens up possibilities. Rainwaker, oh, he's going to find the timing. Right to the skull. Now Scenari. Here's them all coming in. The flashes, they're blooming through. Molotovs have been missed out on, but it's Scenari to peek out right as the molly goes down. His position already echo-located. His ally already defeated. His chances already gone.
Even full blind, Dennyslaw will hit it with the AWP. So he's up to 10. Smoke fades CT. They are doubling up new box and oh, little too fat, little too wide. Rigon will capitalize. They really want to contest this. They know that there's not many more rounds that they can play out on this half where they have guns. And so they want this retake to go their way, but it won't happen. They're all nestled in at the back of the site, and so they finished eventually a finishing frag. Snob's got the AWP over at B as well. Not just leaving Scenario with a rifle. Rigon now aggressing. He loves to do this, especially as he heard those steps running away from A, and he'll find it. Another one of these kills that does push things further and further into Bad News Eagles camp. A 1-on-5 AWP for Denislaw, and Rigon's still playing so close to the smoke. He just acts as a deterrent, a little bit of an indicator for the rest of the team to come on through, but you can't feed kills to this AWP. Denislaw could have made that so much more competitive, but they just swarm him. A little different from the pistol we saw before.
Oh. Blood first skill coming out. I don't think Chips' position has been revealed just quite yet either. And as he's trying to fade away, the duelies are going to find absolutely nothing. Good nade, but GXX's shot is even better. 3 straight in onto the B-bomb site. And they've got the plant guaranteed.
Certainly good news here for Bad News Eagles. SKADE.
Especially if you end up getting them a couple more kills. That means Rainwaker might even be able to drop. He can definitely drop an M4 now, actually, for the second round 4 spot.
Inferno buys. Playing within the bomb site has been where we've seen it most. Oh, Denislaw's already plucked out of the equation. Synopsy was not expecting a secondary to swing off of that, though. And Juan chasing him down. But that Rainwaker A1S makes a big difference.
They're so far and rare in between. Now look at this. Ships cleared out. At least they're dotting their I's this time over. Rainwaker still watching for the push into Arches. He's not going to be able to find anything more. And Bubble right now with the Deagle is good for 1. Buying a bit more space for Dreamer to make his way over. But Dreamer is going to be so damn slow. Bubble can't round the corner. And with this, Dreamer might have just given up his chances at the round. Time is ticking out. Dreamer, almost no way for him to actually be able to get away with this one. So just the kill would be good enough. And now might just be time to run. Pulls that util as well. GXX will save the day. But
be to SKADE's detriment. They didn't decide to stack anything, just hoping that they didn't get fully cleared. Ship's actually getting the secondary kill from the back of the site. Nothing further, but still good enough damage to make this a little awkward. Rainwaker as well finding Scenari on the flank, so that's a rifle that could be stretched into. Another one that can be recovered as well by his teammate rendezvousing.
Not again. And he even knows that they haven't actually moved over to Coffin. The positions, they can be guessed. They can be located. The kind of damage dealt to this T-sign is just so out of the ordinary, and so is Rainwaker's shot. GXX all alone. These players have got so much to deal with him. He's been tagged down. He's going to be taken apart, if not for a headshot to Dreamer, and that's exactly what he delivers.
This man is sensational in the clutch.
kind of losses they've taken. Isn't going to be a good time. They're hoping it won't be a long time either, but they were trying to get it to go their way. Molotovs, nades all over the place. They're cooking. And they're cooking up CTs. But all's been made. Rotation's coming through. Dreamer, the only one left behind. Watch out for the rotate. GXX good for one. And with the flashbang there, Rainwaker.
Information, player in CT, they're not going to have one for that smoke.
Ships, however, will be able to spot out the first two players. Time damage is good. Intercepts another one. Ships is just going to keep it clean. Doesn't want to risk out his weapon. Doesn't want to risk giving that up for no reason. And a quick grenade over will stop the bomb. Rather, no, it won't quite be able to do that. And Synopsy moves right in there. And suddenly GXX might need to step down. There's another hero on this team being primed and ready to go. They've got a full 3-man triangle of death set up, and one Flatru will be the one to deliver unto Dreamer.
4 at B at the start of this round. Bad News Eagles will have no idea. Ships just facing through the fire and flames, and they're ready for the flashes as well. Ships gets 3 on the peak. And now Synopsy, while he gets a kill with the HE, GXX hits the deck.
What's even going on over here? Raygon is caught completely with the grenade out. Then the remaining 2 players aren't ready for the flash whatsoever. Can't duck back out. The M4A1 swings out. They lined up for it as well. That's just them falling apart in their banana take completely. Look, right now they're going to need to answer a little bit further because Sceneri's turned around with the Tech 9. Rainwick is gone as well. Sceneri. You're right, Michael.
Oh my God.
I played passing the pillow.
Down with the tech. Dreamer can't even hold onto his rifle. Dennis Cole, there is no safe space from an uncleared angle.
Yeah, even 2 body shots, man. Now Scenario speaking forward. He's been taken down as well. The double dink is there. And another one on top. It's only GXX. How many miracles must this man deliver? How many? Oh, ye of little faith. 15 seconds might be too little. Even for this man himself. Trying to go for the bomb plant, not even trying to tap it out. And as the USB is likely to push forward, he's turning away, praying for forgiveness. The GXX is already gone. Now to try and defend from short, where the assault will continue forward. The Molotov not mattering, but the shot to Rainwaker's head sure as hell does. Sceneri in the meanwhile good for more, and the grenade is what takes down Synopsy. Bubble all alone, a 1-on-2 on Flatru to bulldoze and guess himself because of that one way around the corner. Dreamer needs to get the kill and he's unable to connect. Now Denislaw just looking for a pathway out, a pathway to safety, one that might have just been opened up.
Yeah, his teammates haven't moved off of B, so they know this isn't a round that they're going to contest. You need to stabilize your money somehow.
There's a lot of things that I've been asking, how can you? Seen all that much success from. Oh, dodges out the first bullet. Second one as well, evaded. But in the meanwhile, there's a wall bang, and that's a shot to the skull. Synopsy's gone. Any call from Dreamer, who's only got a USB, but he might have the shot. He's got it. Rigon put out of his misery, but Dreamer with a flashbang, and another chance given up to him, and more space bought for him by Bubbles' death. GXX, however, with the Glock, with the op, with everything, will deliver, only to find death awaiting around the corner. Ships all alone. He's been the monster of Inferno, but Sceneri's gonna be the monster of the site. You can't move past him. Denislaw makes it work like a one-way, and they aren't putting out those flashes. Great peek from Juan Flacho. Good attempt, but he just can't get it to work out. And those flashes will finally be going out, but Denislaw, he's been taken down. Molotov smokes, time to commit to this B bomb site, but CT's yet to rotate. CT is yet to actually start moving about. Bubble is the one moving in. He's got a bit of a company coming in with him. Ships will be able to find another, and Sceneri all alone. A 1-on-2. HP gone. We've seen miracles. We've had prayers answered. We've seen acts of pure heroism. Can there be another one lined up? Ready to go over here. Rainwaker peeking out. Sceneri reveals his position, and SKADE will not let BNE get the lead. Not a single time. Flashes, combinations, fast executes. But Juan's found a good way to start over here. A grenade to Ships' face is going to be a bit of a problem. But if they're moving through the smoke, it'll be even more difficult. Rigon instead chooses to boost up and find the frag that way. Dennis Law waits around the corner. Synopsis found Dreamer. That could be the call for him to rotate, but a smoke will keep him here. Come through and give him some company. Dennis Law, however, might not have a teammate and might not be able to deliver any help. He's been cut off, and Rainwaker, all he has to do is wait for GXX to be in, but that patience... Trying to find an early kill. Ships is going to end up giving up a sound cue. Synopsis, however, gives up his life. Big advantage to find. Only question is, can you find more as they're circling back from arches? That Eagle from Bubble will get absolutely nothing. Same with Dreamer. They've given up the site completely.
Great read here from BNE, just moving up the arches when they were going for a 4B setup. SKADE have no chance back into this. Their last remaining two are going to go and save.
It'll be very difficult to be able to chase these two players down in spawn.
No challenge, don't face. Even BNE is...
Redette. Oh, Rigon's managed to move through as well. Rainmaker on the other side, trying to contest, lines them up, but can't get more than the one. Rigon still alive, still, somehow. Life support or not, he is deadly. One Flatchu in the meanwhile makes his way down under. Dreamer uses the smoke perfectly for two, and One Flatchu will be too late onto the pit player. Dennis Law's taking him down before he can even arrive. Rigon all alone, 19 HP, and it's not enough. 15-15, we're going to overtime. Dreamer still defending. A smoke gone down for his own sake. Flashbang overhead as well. Dreamer trying to boost up. The grenades coming out, but return fire from him as well. Rainwaker has to come through and deliver, but Dreamer seems to be doing it all. What a shot from One Flatchu. And it's another one on top of it. Dennis Law and Ships, this rotation is going to be delayed. Good Molotov to stop the bomb from being planted in an ideal position, but can't stop it entirely. Ships is moving in, and as he tries to jump up, he's blocked. He is blocked in place. One
for the util, destined for Banana. 3 players committing early. Synopsis spamming right back onto Ships. The Bubble will trade things back. No one close enough here from Bad News Eagles to really capitalize. Bubble stick
even reboost, but can they rejig this angle? It's going to be the bomb drop right in mid-sight, and Rainwaker to back off as well. Not quite the same success that Dennis Law found with that peak against the boost, and now Scenari and One Flatchu have to attempt the full recovery in a 2-on-4. Little do they know it's a 2-on-2 on the bomb site itself, but these last two CT players are far, far away, and Scenari, well, he at least makes short work of Bubble, but the bomb plot means Rainwaker's been given free reign.
For a holes pop.
Dennis Law forced back. Dreamer full blind, but the spray is good for the first and only the first. Rainwaker as well will be able to drop the bomb away from the tees, and now that he's behind the super box, can cross over. GXX reveals his rifle. It's still all up to Rainwaker, rather not Rainwaker. Dennis Law on the bomb site, who went by unnoticed. Synopsis unaware of that second player. Through anyway, call's been made with the smokes and flashes spotted out by Rigon. One Flash who knows what's coming his way, but can he deal with it? Bubble with a quick cross and a quicker shot. Rigon finally to reveal he'd gone by, but only one kill found for all his sneakiness, and GXX again has to save the day. How many times will he do it? The shot through the wall, a flick up above, finally misses one, but he keeps on going. GXX will never stop. No one has breath in his lungs. What a set of shots from him!
He denies even that option. He banged him out of the equation. Oh my goodness, GXX is an absolute monster in chaotic circumstances, in the most dire ones.
Down, good timing on that one as well. Synopsis is there on the side, damage already dealt, but can he keep himself alive for a while longer? Smokes himself off just to give a bit more wiggle room, and that wiggle room has come through with 2 kills. Third can't connect, but now it's all about Bubble and Dennis Law. First shot missed out by Dennis Law, and he's going to be low, waiting to see whether he can recover that bomb. CTs are keeping an eye out for the first shot. They swing out right after. Bubble, the next casualty, and BNE to find 18. Right around the corner lies One Flatchu and GXX. He might have been flashed, but he's got the bodyguard of a lifetime. Rigon as well, coming in with a quick kill and a 5-on-3. The first time BNE have found a lead. That looks like they can materialize with, and one Fletcher, what a peek as well, leaves Bubble and Chips, and now only Bubble. SKADE, they thought they had it after the first half, they thought they had it the T side, that was where the qualms were. But a failure to close, and now it's going to be a failure to come through. Champions qualified for the Blast Premier Spring Showdown, champions of the War Rune Spring Edition 2022. Bad news, Eagles.